found it. The most unprofessional little podcast there ever was. Ain't much else to say. Just sit back, sip on some whiskey, and be entertained. Because the Whiskey Bros are about to make love to your ears.
Are you getting some product placement there? Is that what you're doing? Product placement?
Yes.
What product?
Yeah.
What product are you talking about?
The hat. The infamous.
The infamous.
Hat.
Our boys that we've only seen once.
Yes.
Listen, dudes, we're old and fat.
Yeah, we keep talking about it, but.
Oh yeah, this weekend.
Speaking of,
they're playing a lot. They just dropped a new song called Lone Star Woes, I believe. Yeah, it's political. Lone Star Hose. That's probably a B-side they've got somewhere.
Yes.
But Lone Star Woes. Yeah.
So,
Good
ladies
song.
and gentlemen, as you see here to my right, he made it back from L.A.
Not only from L.A.
Safely.
I had to get two locations accomplished.
Yeah, you did. You had to get out of prison, one.
Yeah, that was
I
tough.
don't even know where the fuck you went.
Not a lot. All the good lawyers in L.A. Used up.
Yeah, they're kind of,
they are.
Yeah. They're kind of busy right now.
Busy?
You're having to find you a Better Call Saul. And it worked.
Yeah, it's a sad state.
I got out.
What'd you do with that dirt bike?
You
just
donated it
give it
to a good cause.
Yeah.
There's still my homies back there fighting the good fight, so I left the dirt bike. But once I got out, I had to move on to Chicago and to the big No Kings.
Because there's other riots to attend to.
Yes, exactly.
Other causes?
One shall not take up too much time in one place.
Yeah, I got
that's how you get caught.
Yeah, right. Be on the move.
ICE is a world affair. It's not just L.A.
No, it's all over.
You got to fight ICE everywhere.
Yeah, fight those commie bastards.
But not in Texas. I haven't seen shit in Texas.
Oh, they're there.
It's here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess they're just not.
It's like, are they not dying of a heat stroke? I don't get it.
Maybe that's why we don't see them as much now.
Technology, man. They've got water-cooled suits and masks, and they got big brother behind them. They're well funded. They're doing the Lord's work.
Are they still like?
Wait a minute. Did I just say that?
Doing the Lord's work?
Yeah. On behalf of the wait, I don't actually know what they're rioting. What's happening?
I don't know. You thrown me off, man. Anyway, so
you got these people gathering in solidarity and celebration for something. I don't even know what they're gathering.
Oh yeah,
for.
so I had to make my way up to Chicago to the Great Midwest for the No Kings rally.
No Kings.
No
rally.
Kings. Yeah, big, lots of solidarity there.
Okay.
And since 1776, we have contributed to furthering the cause of No Kings.
So this when you say No Kings, are they wanting to switch the 4th of July to now, or
what? I don't understand.
Isn't that the same thing?
We don't have a king.
4th of July is our No King celebration.
Exactly. We just wanted.
Yeah.
We just wanted to start the celebration a little early.
Trying to get it early.
Get everybody all riled up, and then ready when that rocket's red glare.
Trying to shoot some fireworks early. That's what your job.
They had fireworks. They had hot dogs. They had apple pie.
Definitely.
Yeah, it was like real nice.
Everybody's grandparents were there.
Fun American celebration, right?
That's
there.
right.
Baseball? Were they hitting like baseball in the street?
I think they were throwing bricks. I don't know if
That doesn't sound like baseball to me.
No.
But
throwing. I mean, at least,
hey,
man.
Well, when they hit something, they make a big celebratory noise.
That's right.
When you break out a window, it's reminiscent of fireworks.
Yeah.
And when you loot that business's
Afterwards.
it's reminiscent of the rocket's red glare.
Yes.
Something like that.
Okay.
Yes.
So I felt like whenever you headed over there, when you headed that way, I felt like, oh shit. Yeah.
Your grated cheese is coming out.
When you headed that way, you felt like in like relationship with these people, like you're going to support their cause. You don't seem rather. Did you just get it out of your system? I don't.
Yeah, there's some pent up angst, but I'm cool now.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool, bro.
Jail will usually do that to you.
It'll calm a man down.
It cools you off.
Yeah. Okay. I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
Traveling
good.
fast on a dirt bike on the highway will
Especially
too.
the things that happen
with
to
a flag
you.
behind you.
Yeah, that had to be hard to drive that little dirt bike with that flag.
I don't know.
Man, when you've got that much adrenaline going, you don't pay attention to those
Big
types
man,
of things.
little dirt bike.
That's right. Well,
there we go.
I will say it's good to be back.
we're
against
glad
my
you're
homies.
back.
Yeah, I had my life was on the line a few times. Prison was a little rough for a minute. Learned a few things there, but
Like what?
I can't talk about those things, but they're good.
So was involved.
Yeah, they're.
I shouldn't be laughing.
No.
What is Clyde doing? Why did this just pop up on her screen?
He's probably telling us to ease off the freaking.
He said, "Don't make."
Clyde, you son of a bitch! You know what? I really didn't miss you at all.
He gets anal when we start talking about certain people.
Can we fire him yet?
I don't know.
It's in his
I think
contract.
It's his contract.
Well, he's here for a year or something.
At least.
Okay. Well, you better
text
make
it
it
again.
Yeah.
Don't talk about me.
You better
don't-
make a difference,
Don't
Clyde.
make him
or you're
mad. I'll
gone.
shut our computer down.
I'm gonna, Clyde. This day what is it? When are we bringing back on? Late April?
Yeah.
Whatever that day shall be, I'm going to download a Donald Trump sound snippet, and on that day, I'm going to punch it, and it's going to go, "You fired."
Yes.
Assuming if you do a good job, if you do good work.
He said you can't talk about Trump.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if we can say that either.
What? Why not?
I don't know. That's what he said.
Why do you have a direct line to him and he doesn't to us? He's
Sensitive subject right now.
it's true. Yeah.
Sensitive people
That's
get their feelings hurt right now.
so. It's pretty.
Speaking of the Rockets' red glare.
No
Yes.
Kings is referent to. I don't even know if that's a word, referent, but referent
I like
to
it.
Trump.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's what the case was. But for me, the overall agenda is, this has been a 200-year plus ordeal. I mean, let's keep going. Sure, no kings.
I'm good with no Kings.
We're doing a good job. Yeah.
Yeah.
So far, we're great.
Yeah,
Yeah. Some of these people might have the misconception that we democratically and duly elected a president, and they think that he might be a king. But I informed some of those people that no,
he's not a king.
No, he was overwhelmingly elected by the Electoral College and by the popular vote. But some of these people just need a refresher.
Maybe so this is probably it. Maybe he gets home at night and looks at himself in the mirror and he's like, it's like maybe he has
You're
this
getting
like
this on video.
Oh,
yeah,
God, yeah.
he's got this little crown that he puts on in his hair.
Yeah.
Like my girls might wear during a dance recital.
So he's got a tiara.
He got a tiara.
Yeah.
He puts that on. He looks in the mirror. And he's like,
Where's my robe?
But if he does that, more power to him. That doesn't mean he's king, even if he wants to think of himself as king, like really late at night.
Yeah.
In his bathrobe.
As we all do.
As any man should. Like,
Yeah.
what would I look like as a king? We've all had that fantasy. You walk out to your wife in the bed and like,
Hey.
check out my crown.
Yeah.
Check out my robe. Is that a dowel rod down there for a towel, or am I just happy to be in this bedroom with you?
I mean, good for him. He can still have relations at that point. Like, I hope we can.
Oh, yeah, right on. Yeah.
That's what it takes to like get it up.
I wasn't fantasizing on his behalf. I was, fantasizing on my own.
You got why do you have to put that justification in there?
I'm sure Trump has no problem getting it up.
But he's not legally a king. There's no way he's legally a king.
No, that's a giant misconception, and people are, But the overall goal is no kings, and we are successful as of
absolutely support that too.
240 something years, almost 240. Yeah.
Let's go back on that.
250.
You said legally a king. Is that a thing?
Can
you legally become a king? Let's just say you owned 100 acres.
In England, they have
but I mean
a king,
here.
and he's
here,
legally the king.
Yes, well, we're not talking about England. That's gay.
No, that's not us.
I'm talking about America.
That whole July 4th thing.
Can you become a king? Is there a way?
No, there's not a way.
No, we will fucking kill you.
No, I'm just saying over your own thing. Is there a way?
I don't think anybody's really tried.
King over.
I mean, FDR got the closest.
You mean like Peter Griffin did with Pretoria?
Yes.
Yeah. So we could do like Overlandia.
Yeah. Could you go get like an LLC and it was called King Taylor?
And be like, I'm king of this.
And technically and legally,
land.
You would be king. Is that possible?
I do not think that's allowed within United States borders.
Okay, how about this?
We need to look at that.
How about this? How about within PS5 borders?
Oh, definitely.
Oh yeah, you can be.
Yeah, like you can make your own kingdom in Minecraft.
I was gonna say that they call that Minecraft. Yeah.
And you could be king within your own kingdom.
Oh, you know what else you can be king in?
Minecraft.
What do you call it when all the nerds show up with their rubber swords?
Oh,
and they fight each other in parks. What's that called?
Yeah, what's that called?
Spelunking? Spelunking
I think
or something
you're right,
like that?
dude.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know how, but I think you're right.
What's it called?
It's something like that.
Sirlunking or something like that? I don't know what it's called.
Spelunking.
What's it called?
Hey, bro,
so
you want to go spelunking?
You could be king.
You can be king
of your own private club.
Yes.
No, stop. Back up. We're going to solve this conundrum with this word. It's called sparring, right?
No.
What do you think? What are you saying?
No, what I'm saying is actually what it's called. It might not be just. Look it up.
No, go back to what were you talking about?
Hey, Clyde. He's going to look it up.
Yeah, what is that called? Where they all meet out into the parks and they battle each other with fake swords and fake bow and arrows.
It's not spelunking. Spelunking is cave dwell. Like
spelunking is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look it up.
I'm getting
Get Clyde to look it up.
He's already on it.
I don't think spelunking is the real word.
It's probably not, but you could be a king because there's roles in that.
Yeah, you totally be a king.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's not like you're.
No, but
you don't have a
maybe that's
paper. Oh,
maybe they don't want
in their world.
Maybe they don't want those types of kings.
What types of kings?
Like pretend play kings of imaginary kingdoms
versus real ones.
Oh, you can't have real ones, kingdoms? So they're not writing that.
Well, in their eyes, that's real world stuff right there.
I guess
is Clyde giving you a response yet on that?
I don't think Clyde looked it up yet. He's like,
he doesn't know how to look it. He said, I don't even know how to look this shit up.
Yeah, what would you do?
Probably offended because he's a fucking fascist.
I don't even know how you would look that up. Nerds in parks with fake swords.
I don't know if we can fire Clyde. Like, I have too much fun ragging on him, and he can't defend himself one iota of
through text. And,
says stop fucking talking about me
again.
Yeah, but he can't. The listeners cannot hear him screaming and wailing at us through the window back over there.
No, because that's also in our contract.
This is why you pay Clyde.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But it's also in our contract because he can't come in the studio.
Yeah, he said it's called LARPing.
LARPing.
Not even
close.
Spelunking.
Same thing.
Yeah. You were so close to having that right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Live action role play. That's what he said.
Yeah.
LARPing.
So yes, you can be king, but you can't really threaten to take over anybody's territory.
Oh yeah.
Legally.
So is that why they're gathering and celebrating in Chicago?
For what?
There was no LARPing.
For the LARPing?
Yeah, or I don't get the spirit of the celebration that's happening over there with the whole bricks.
You want me to tell you what I think it was?
What?
I think it was a cover-up.
Oh.
And it was all from Trump.
Conspiracy, bro.
Yeah.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Trump started it all to cover up so nobody would look at his plans to bomb Iran.
Boy, he like gaslit the whole fucking world. He's like, I may have action in a couple of weeks. We're going to have negotiations in a couple of weeks. And then, bam, hours later.
Yeah, in the middle of the night, too.
Did you see those bunker buster explosions?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. They are impressive.
Look like nukes, man.
They are
Well, that wasn't all
impressive.
from that. It was from the bomb, but it was also from what it was exploding. I mean, they hit a nuclear site.
Yeah.
Yeah, see if you can pull up
So you
those
think
things.
so? You just like, here, look this way, look this way.
I think all of America is always that. Look at this craziness going on. Don't look over there.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go.
Shit, they just like...
Thanks for sending that in, Clyde.
Look at that.
Look at that. Oh,
I want to know who's doing the videoing, though.
They're not anymore.
Yeah, they are.
When they got hit by the shockwave.
Yeah, I didn't kill him, though.
Yeah, that dude's like having some ringing in his ears.
Oh, yeah.
He's got lifelong.
But I'm talking about
tinnitus
is that U.S. or is that Bakalakadaka video in that?
It's probably Bakalakadaka.
Is that from a Razor flip phone?
Bro, you got to switch the cams.
Is that a Razor flip phone that he's videoing
probably.
that off of?
Probably.
Or?
Foxhole.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That is impressive stuff. And I think my philosophy is like these ICE raids are a little more preemptive about taking care of sleeper cells. I think there's more to it than just illegal immigration. It's definitely a factor.
So you think ICE is actually maybe doing its job better?
Oh, yeah, definitely. But I think there's more to it.
Is that what you learned in L.A.?
Yeah.
They're definitely doing their job better. I mean, because before we weren't deporting any illegal.
Oh, okay.
So
I got you. So now they're trying to pick like the cream of the crop, the most dangerous illegals there are.
Sleeper cells, Iranian sleeper cells.
Oh, damn.
I think there's something to it. I mean, it cannot. We have not Whiskey Bros fact checked that. We don't. Clyde has not got us a direct line to Donald Trump yet.
Yeah.
Work on that, Clyde.
Yep.
But yeah, I think there's more to it than meets the ear and eye.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I can't believe. Were you wearing that shirt yesterday?
Yeah, I was.
Okay, I thought so.
Yes.
That's
what I smell.
I know, right? And but I had it like this. It was actually like this.
Look at that freaking Brillo. Pull that apart.
Yeah.
Pull that apart.
Woo.
Dang.
I know. It's hard to contain this.
When people tell Doc he should go cut a rug, he just goes and pulls some chest hair out.
Yes.
Here you go.
I was wearing it at the swimming pool for a little while.
For a little bit.
Until I took it off.
Speaking of hairiness, okay, we're working on a social media manager, and I met with her and another friend the other day, and she's got a newborn, right? So I'm sitting there holding the newborn we just ate and talked, and I'm holding the newborn.
How old's the newborn?
Like 2 months.
Like
newborn, like still 9 pounds or so. Tiny little lady. So I'm sitting there holding her, and then these people walk up and they're like, "Oh, she's so beautiful," blah blah blah. And then she looks at me and she's like, "She just looks like she's right at home in her grandfather's arms."
Oh yeah. And you
ladies and gentlemen, that hurt.
I got one that's like 14 months older than this one.
That hurt. No, I didn't say anything. I just nodded my head like, yep.
Grandpa Chancey.
Sure do love this one.
That's right.
So yeah, I was mistaken for a papaw at the ripe age of 40. I told our friend, I'm like, I'm gonna go dye my beard pronto. Pronto.
Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, I know. I'm embracing the grays. These are well earned.
Right.
Marriage, kids, friends, whiskey.
Yeah.
These are well earned. Yeah, riots. Yeah.
Riots.
Kings.
Yeah.
These are well earned gray hairs.
That's so I'm not off this bombs away. I'm not off this whole Trump Iran thing.
What do you think it is?
I don't know, actually. So I took that. I went down the rabbit hole because, So I was actually chatting with ChatGPT about it.
Well, before you go forward, let me ask you a question because you might answer it.
Okay.
My question with the whole thing was why did we have to? So Trump's been in there how long?
Has
it been a year yet? 5 months, and then he was in it 4 years before. Same Iran, same nuclear plants, same everything. Why did it take all of a sudden them and Israel start bombing each other before we're like, oh, we better shoot their nuclear plants down?
Yeah, right.
There's probably more than we know.
So they've been.
If they were edging closer and closer to having a produced nuclear weapon.
Okay, so there's the assumption is that
and
there's some level
just happened to be Israel bombing them at the same time, and we were like, man, it's a good time.
Yeah. So I'm borderline on this. You know, I'm border like the whole fucking world.
Enough to have an opinion.
The whole fucking world should be fatigued by war and combat. Like we're just.
You would think so.
We're war fatigued. It's ridiculous. But the way it was done, it wasn't targeting civilians. He told Tehran, however you say that.
I'm impressed.
A week ago, Trump was like, "Get out,
Tehran,
leave the city, get out." So there was a warning, but this was deliberately targeted, brought in by planes, no boots on the ground. No civilians targeted, and it is a nation that has been a hub of terrorist threats, funding.
Yeah. So do you justify it? Like,
well, since the Clinton administration, they've been told you don't get to produce nuclear anything, and they've defied it every step of the way. So, I think there's a point, especially a nation that just loves to chant "Death to America." I think there's a threshold that it's like, okay.
I know, right? But in that statement, we're putting a lot of faith in this idea that we don't know, that there's some elusive, faraway land of people who want to put us down, and they might like actually get that capacity. So we have to kind of protect ourselves from those people. Where do we get that? No, it's not really a trick question. Really, I don't.
Like, where do we get the validation as a country that's an ocean and a continent away?
Okay, well, but maybe they shouldn't have nuclear weapons, right? You know, because nuclear weapons are like, they suck.
I'm inclined to agree. And most nuclear capable nations are a democratic nation and usually peaceful.
Yeah. So, okay, does nuclear capability mean that they can make nuclear reactors and like make free power, but they also get the capacity to
weaponize
bomb the shit out of other people?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, those two?
I don't know if there's a defining line that's like you can enrich.
Because I think Iranians should like have free power.
They were some of the Persians were some of the smartest, most developed people in the world up until the 1920s and 30s when they were just infiltrated by religious extremists and fundamentalists.
Okay, that's hardcore. That's what we're told anyway. Is that true? I think that's true. I think it's true.
History says it's true. Readings and accounts and studies says it's true. Now you have Savage over here that's like, well, that's somebody's perspective.
It is.
It is.
I mean, you can't prove me wrong.
Yeah, you can't.
That is true.
You also can't prove me right either. So
exactly. That's why I said we don't know.
Take it with a grain of salt. But
I know, right? It comes down to who you trust.
Yeah.
Like all my rabbit holing today on this question, it really came down to, okay, well, it really kind of depends on who you trust. So do I trust that Trump, being king of the country, has
duly and democratically elected?
Okay. Do
president.
I trust that Trump has my best interest in mind?
This segues into a great question that I have been seething to release.
Yeah. And really, I don't know the answer.
If Joe Biden was still president, how would we all feel about it?
Okay, that's a valid point. It's not,
or not.
It's not actually a point I entertain.
Kamala, how
feel about what?
Kamala
bombing Iran.
I've all been for it since back in the day. I say bomb them off the face of the earth.
Okay.
But you're right. I didn't think of that point you just brought up. Okay, so if it had been Kamala, I would have been sitting back being like, okay, there's some funny business going on here. Somebody's trying to like get at oil that, like there's some legal arms trading or Israel and the leftist groups are, I would have been trying to find, okay, what angle is there?
But we can't also sit here and be sycophants for Trump. Like you have to approach everything with a degree of skepticism, right? Like he's a billionaire. He's
my thoughts
he's an
on
elitist.
Politicians.
Yeah.
So fuck them all. I don't care who he is.
Yeah,
they're all crooked.
That's been my main issue with all of them is just like the worship of them, right? No, I don't care what side of the aisle you're on, but the worship of political office is troublesome.
It's over.
Yeah. Meet it all with a degree of skepticism.
Yeah.
And don't kiss that ring.
It's over.
The king's ring.
Yeah.
Ooh, podcast name.
Don't kiss the king's ring.
The king's ring. Yeah.
Got it.
I like it. So there was a few more events that I would like to talk about while my travels took me from place to place.
Okay.
Toxic masculinity is still virtuous and still relevant.
No.
Yes. It took me a toxic masculine male with a penis and 2 balls to save a couple damsels in distress.
No.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna paint this scene for you, okay? My wife and I and child were leaving a parking garage. This is one of those cool fancy parking garages. It's like there's the parking garage and then there's a little breezeway and then boom, your hotel's right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we stayed at the Homewood Suites in downtown Grand Rapids. Beautiful hotel, beautiful city, great beer. So anyways, we're leaving and on the way out, these 2 young damsels were suddenly incapacitated in their ability to move from the garage through the breezeway into the hotel. Like full stop.
I get it.
They could not go any further. So I'm, helping the wife throw the stuff in the car.
Because of your masculinity, like you stepped onto the breezeway and they were like, dumbstruck.
Am I? Oh, well, not quite. Yeah.
Okay.
Am I telling the story?
I think you're trying.
I think okay.
Anyways, so I'm throwing the stuff in the car with the wife and the kids, getting them situated. I'm looking over. I'm like, man, these ladies, they're not going anywhere. These poor damsels, they're not making it. They have a need to leave point A and make a destination at point B, and they just can't do it.
Yeah.
So after a few more minutes, this is I'm just like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna interject here, and I'm going to save the day. So I did. So I came in, and in the middle of this breezeway, I put my hands around said object that was postponing their traversing from point A to point B.
Okay.
And I carried it over through the garage. And I released the pigeon back into the air.
That's what it was.
Yes.
It was a pigeon.
It was a stuck pigeon. The breezeway is 12 to 15 feet wide. A pigeon is 8 to 9 inches.
Yes.
They could not manage to go around it.
They could have got their eyeballs picked out, though.
Well, so could have I.
I mean, pigeon aura is real.
What is pigeon aura?
It's like the 10 feet around the pigeon that the pigeon projects its being. And so if you step in the pigeon aura, you might actually get shat upon.
I was not threatened.
You did not?
I did not feel threatened. I don't know if it's my aura of toxic masculinity.
That's got to be what it
like
is.
The feeling of invulnerability. Yeah. I don't know if it's that, but I saved the day.
What did they say? Okay, you saved the day.
I did. I saved the day. They're, oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Wow, good for you.
And then they took their clothes off and we all had an orgy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That really didn't happen.
Well earned.
Maybe the pigeon identified as a Republican, and that was scaring them away from the...
come to think of it, I did see a little R symbol, I think, stuck to one of its wings.
Or did it have an elephant tattoo?
That could have been on the other wing. It was on the other side. That's could be.
One thing that wasn't clear from your story is how old were these ladies?
Young
were they
20s.
Like in their 70s?
No, college age, young 20s.
Okay.
Did you talk to said ladies and ask them what the hell is wrong with you?
No, I was just like, y'all have a good...
Did y'all think that was a...
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yes.
That's the way they treated it. No, I just kind of laughed and giggled, and I was like, y'all have a good day. And they're like, thank you so much.
Wow. And then you slept well at night.
I did. I have reaffirmed my stance that toxic masculinity is a real and noble thing.
Yeah. Good job. Coddling the pigeon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't kill the pigeon.
You should have. You should have walked right over to them and snapped their neck off. Threw it at them.
You should have taken your sword and you just like...
Yep.
I just see it now.
Just bite the head off and spit it out.
Is it in your way now?
That would have been great.
But no, I released the bird, the Republican pigeon.
Ever ate pigeon?
I'm sure
honestly,
we have.
We're a better country because of people like you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
2 ladies could go on about their way, and a pigeon flies freely.
No, I think we're a better country than we think we are.
I think we are too. Yeah.
So what about this though?
Okay.
What about you're laying back at the hotel room that night?
Yes.
And you're feeling all man.
In your vibrating bed.
Yeah. You're feeling all manly and look what I have done. And then all of a sudden, Channel 8 News comes on. Car bombing killed 75 kids. And it was those 2 chicks.
That just took a dark turn. I was going to think.
Okay, valid point.
I was thinking maybe you were going to say the pigeon was armed.
No,
I did, but that's a really good point.
If you wouldn't have moved pigeon. If you wouldn't have moved the pigeon,
it's like
they wouldn't have never been able to go.
You don't know.
Here we are with a butterfly effect.
Right.
Yeah. See. Yeah.
Maybe you moved history in some undesirable way.
I'm not going to go into racial territory here. They were not terrorists.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know either,
bro.
I'll just say that.
Are you saying we're
not terrorists?
Certain people can only be terrorists?
I will say that they did not have a lot of clothing on, and they were unable to conceal any terroristic devices.
Are you trying to say they were Amish?
But they had vaginas.
What are you trying to say?
I don't understand.
What are you saying you can do with a vagina?
Literally anything you want.
Yeah, conceal anything in it that you want.
Take over the world.
You know this for facts?
Yes. Yeah, I do.
Do you have vaginas?
He is a doctor.
No, I do not have a vagina, but I've seen several capacious vaginas that could conceal things in them.
I mean, you can
Clyde defined
conceal a
capacious.
human being in one.
That's.
For 9 months at least.
He said he's not defining that.
Yeah.
He's not even looking it up.
Have you had a patient with something come to you with something in their vagina?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yep.
Okay. Can you divulge what might
It
have?
was a very long night in residency.
Oh,
That's all I can divulge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dill pickle.
Yeah.
It was not a dill pickle, but what a segue that was.
God, that's like a
People.
this-
That's wow. That's
I don't want to
brilliant,
jinx
Savage,
this,
bro.
but this is so professional right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Even though we are unprofessional,
Yeah.
we need to remind people that. I don't want them thinking that we're getting too professional on this. We are the
Yeah,
unprofessionals.
because we're going to lose listeners if we get too professional because their names,
I know.
Yeah,
our
we-
listeners' names is literally.
Lower your
the
standards.
unprofessional.
Raise your glass.
Yeah, we may be unprofessional, but we are undefeated.
Yes.
Yeah. Built different.
Because in a world of fake experts, only the unprofessionals can be trusted. So you can trust us.
That's
Whiskey
true.
Bros verified.
100%.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Dill Pickle Pizza.
Yes. Who knew?
It's a
Never
thing.
had it.
Who knew?
I have now had it. And
I have to get some cocaine in my nose.
Was this a Chicago?
oh yeah,
thing?
northern downtown Chicago, and God, I can't remember the name of the place, but they had dill pickle pizza.
It's actually
and
not cocaine. I just have the okay. So downtown Chicago,
Probably
dill
worse
pickle.
for you than cocaine.
I'm following. It really
it's
is.
probably more
bad.
addictive than cocaine.
So
It's
dill
up there.
pickle pizza, is it just normal
Oh, that was so good.
normal pizza and it, instead of pepperonis it had dill pickles on it?
Kind of. Yes, there's more to it. Pizza, sliced ham, and quartered up. Like a Cuban sandwich.
Yes.
Thin slices of dill pickle rounds, and then dill, like the herb dill. The little green
Yeah.
dill, dill herb
Uh-huh.
all over it.
When you say dill pickle rounds, why do we have to say rounds? There's no other type of pickle. There's not a
Yeah,
squares.
but it's just the way you cut it.
There's
Okay.
No, like if you,
spears and
yeah,
rounds.
spears,
I guess
you
that's
could-
the
yeah.
only two things,
So I'm,
right?
I'm trying to paint a picture here, like rounds, thin slices.
Sandwich,
Picture your
chips.
Yeah, like
I've heard them called
pepperonis,
chips.
but
Chips.
pickles.
Chips.
pickle chips.
Pickle chips.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
okay.
Anyways, and that pizza, and then dip in a little bit of ranch. Oh my god.
So it's not really a dill pickle pizza.
So was
then.
this
it's a
deep dish
ham
pizza?
dill pickle pizza.
Yeah, but it's
Was it deep dish?
no. This was thin. Now we did have deep dish in Chicago.
Okay.
With the Mauers, Chris, our resident engineer,
Oh yeah.
who has some topics, and we've got to get him on.
So when's
as a
he going to
virtual
be back
guest.
down?
Or
Or we're just going to get him
virtual.
virtually?
Yeah, he's
because we
agreed.
have that ability. Hey, thanks to Clyde.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yeah.
if you needed something to thank Clyde for, by the end of the night, he's figured out the whole virtual guest thing.
Yeah, I know, but I don't. He's you know what he's trying to do? He's trying to earn the name ClydeBro.
I think he's already got it. Oh.
No, he's interjected that in show notes.
It's
and I
funny
think,
you say that.
I think it's horseshit.
That's right.
You're not a bro, Clyde. You're a hard gun. Get that through your thick ass skull.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry,
This,
Clyde.
this probably won't even get aired tonight because of that. Thanks.
He has to. I mean, we can terminate him on those grounds. That is in the contract. If you fail to upload an episode per our request, you're out.
He's
You're out
doing
and
so
down.
good in a lot of other ways.
Okay, name some.
He figured out the remote.
Okay,
Podcast
yeah,
deal.
you got that going.
Yeah. Yeah. He's moderated our content.
It does our
he's-
notes.
Yeah.
Was he not here last week? Why did y'all have such trouble? If I wasn't here, he should have been here.
What trouble do we have?
He was, but that doesn't fall
No.
under his.
Let's not go
No, you
farther than
stated-
that.
Yeah,
you-
just like he said last
You
week.
stated over
that
and over. You
doesn't
had
fall-
headphones cutting out.
Yeah, that's not him.
It's not Clyde's
though.
fault. It's something me and Doc. We pushed
Yeah.
literally we pushed 800 buttons over there.
He was like,
I left y'all a
okay,
video.
if y'all's setup wasn't so stupid, then I could have you up and going like that. But it's stupid. And,
Yep.
and-
You got too many goddamn buttons to push, is
Yeah.
what he said.
A lot of switches. And
Yep.
stuff.
Switches and buttons.
So
There he goes again. Don't talk about me.
Yeah. He's getting angry.
Man, that's just like.
I think that I got through my travels. We had a good time.
That's
The
good.
weather, the
Dill
weather was
pickle
great.
Pizza.
Yeah, dill pickle pizza. It's a real
So was
thing.
that one of the most memorable eating excursions that you had?
Good talk.
We did a lot of eating, so I'm reversing here.
I mean, of all the things, Dill Pickle Pizza. I mean, maybe it was, so if that is true, that heightens it in my mind. It makes me want to even get Dill Pickle Pizza even more.
We did eat at, Chris, for Father's Day, we went out to a really cool whiskey bar there called Delia's. And I brought you guys some souvenirs back from it. You walk in, dude, and it is like your eyes take 5 minutes to adjust. It's just dark.
Oh yeah.
And by the time your eyes adjust, you can see they have over 1,000 bottles and whiskeys.
You can see like the cigarette smoke in the lamplight.
No, there's no smoking anymore, but everything's painted black, very dimly lit, but like legit OG Northern Chicago bar. And then we went to a place called Prost, and it's authentic German food. So good.
Oh,
we had some worsts.
What is worst?
Sausage.
Well, I see that on
sausage.
Sure, yeah, but there's some special thing about worst.
Well, it's made by Germans.
But
Yeah.
it's not like sausage. A bologna.
Oh no, it's because it's like loaded with just fucking gobs of saturated animal fats and then other flavorings or whatever you want in it.
Okay.
Like, sky's the limit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why they would do all this. That's what they were talking about. Sky's the limit with our sausage.
I know, right?
That's where that came from.
Bratwurst.
Oh boy.
You know, like brat is
There's
a
bunch of liverwursts.
Liverwurst.
There's all kinds of wursts.
Yeah, that's true.
Wursts.
I feel like, and we have German people all around us.
So is that what Elon was doing in that speech? He's like, thanks, guys. Sky's the limit.
God, it's so stupid.
Reach for the sky.
It's so stupid. It's like people actually think anybody in their right mind would do that purposely at the end of a political speech. Even Elon.
Yeah. Yeah. So what was that?
Well, if you really want to go down the rabbit hole with that, it's really kind of stupid that we can't do that no more.
No, you can't.
What is this? It's just one way some dude saluted his soldiers.
Yeah,
and now all of a sudden you can't raise your hand.
Right. Some really important person within history fucked it up for everybody.
Same thing with the swastika.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah. Right? You know, it's like, okay, actually.
But how childish are we as humans?
We're pretty damn childish.
Yeah.
Quite honestly. Swastikas existed
way before Hitler.
The Nazis.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but they weren't tilted.
Yeah. But that's right. They weren't tilted.
Yeah.
Okay. But how bad do you have to be to come along and fuck something like that up for the remainder of civilization? It's like, you were so bad, you cannot do this. That's right arm. I don't know. Left, right arm.
I think it's always right.
It's got to be right.
All three of us have done this now.
Right. Yeah.
If we go viral famous, it's not going to be for good reasons now.
No, but seriously,
somebody's going to get AI, and we're going to have
Whiskey
German
Bros gives 3 Nazi salutes.
Yeah, so there's no way that Elon was doing that because Hitler has fucked that up.
But you say that. You say that it's only a time. There's going to be a amount of time that it's okay. That
and then it's like
no. You're saying it's so bad that they screwed up all this.
Yeah,
we're short-minded people, so it's just not been long enough yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so sometime we're going to be like, Heil, neighbor.
Yes, and we'll have
Hitler's
attic, and it's a restaurant.
I feel bad even doing it for comedic purposes.
Right. That's why the camera's not on you right now.
Yeah.
But we're keeping it over here.
We have Genghis Grill.
Look at that dude killed more people than anybody.
Okay. That's a super valid point, bro.
But now it's all cool because we're going to call it Genghis Grill, and he killed literally more than any person. Right? He's still the worst, right?
Yeah.
Like he changed.
I believe so.
They had
he changed
the most
whole
progeny too.
Right. But that dude changed whole
continents?
No, he cut off certain runs of people.
Yeah.
Like races?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Napoleon, how many people did that dude kill?
He killed a lot too,
but not as many as Genghis, right?
No.
Genghis is still top dog,
right?
We should get Clyde to
but we're far enough away from Napoleon that when you hear the name Napoleon,
Clyde said it was verified.
Oh, okay.
When you hear the name Napoleon, it sounds honorary now.
I know.
You don't assimilate it with something
like this guy was a nut job.
Yeah, a complete fucking short man psychotic syndrome.
It's like anybody. Okay.
Yeah, but how long ago was Genghis?
He was like 12,000 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of our grandkids before
not 12,000.
Before they eat at the Hitler's
not 12,000, 1,200.
Is that what it's going to be called? The Hitler's attic?
Hitler's hideout.
I think that guy
Hitler's
was so
hideout.
evil. Like, that guy has been brandished as evil from human history.
Like-
Nobody's going to be like,
Like before you go in, you got to take your shoes off and stack them in a pile outside before you can go eat.
yeah, maybe.
I don't know, man. Maybe someday it'll get to that.
Yeah.
Where we
Yeah,
just we
There's
take
no
we
way
take we take the
Elon-
comedy away from everything. If you just laugh at it, it's not funny
Yeah,
that
true.
happened, but
It's true. But then,
where you can't use a symbol anymore because some idiot decided
you
to do
can't.
something stupid with it.
Yeah, you can't even use the original symbol, which meant peace, because it is so starkingly similar.
Because that was like something from
Right.
like an Indian tribe or something, right? They
yeah, it
used
was the Aryan.
Yeah.
The actual
It wasn't the Aryans, bro.
No,
It was the actual Aryans that, migrated down to India and started the
7-Elevens.
Yep.
Dang. So yeah, we need to bring the
I was
symbol.
gonna say the Gupta.
Whoa.
No, seriously, like the Gupta.
Sanjay?
Yeah, not him.
Oh.
It was like that dynasty.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Gupta is a dynasty?
Yeah, I think it's marsupials or shit. I don't know. I'm talking
I
out
don't
of my
know.
head.
Yeah.
Man, we've been talking a lot about food.
Have we?
We have some things to do here
Oh,
on air.
yeah. Okay, that was really good.
Segue
Transition,
into
bro.
food.
Yeah, I think our listeners hate when we eat on air, but I think we've got thanks, Clyde.
We have to try it.
We've got processing that goes in and filters out anything that is not like spoken words. So
Okay, Clyde did something else.
I hate to give him credit.
I know, right?
It just pisses me off.
So I have pepper here.
Yes.
And you have bowls.
I brought bowls,
Pepper bowls.
napkins,
Okay.
and bread.
So what we have, go ahead.
This
bro.
is a go to Doc.
This is cheap shit from Amazon.
This is expensive stuff from Jimmy's Food Mart in Dallas. There we go. There's balsamic, specifically balsamic, and it's time for my redemption because I spent a lot on this. I think this was $30.
Yeah, this was about 25.
Okay, and then I bought a
Okay.
$30 bottle of olive oil from Authentic Italianos, and
This was $16.99.
yeah, that's
But
everywhere.
this is a good version of olive oil
yeah, it's not bad.
for $16.99.
This one,
Yep.
yeah.
Il burro. Okay, so we need to first try the olive oil.
Okay, olive oil.
Yep. Here we go.
Oh, we're going straight from the bottle.
I'm not sucking it out of a bottle.
What?
Nah.
Why?
You guys are
You
stupid.
afraid of COVID or what?
Yep. Look at Doc's face right now. That's
great.
why.
It's a little spicy.
It's not, well, I don't know if spicy comes to mind for me. It's salty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get some saltiness out of it.
Yeah. What do you think about that, bro?
Tastes like olive oil.
Okay. Now we get to try the decently expensive shit.
El burro olio,
Okay.
extra virgin de Olivia.
Olive oil.
Why am I? He's the best at Italian.
He is.
Yeah.
There,
I am.
you read it.
Well, don't read it as Italian.
no, read
though.
it as French.
You want me to read it as French?
Or
Or
try to be a Mexican.
Spanish, yeah. That,
I can do
that way you
Mexican.
just default into.
No,
Or
that's-
Spanish.
That's when you usually do when you try to speak.
Would you rather
Mexican.
have Portugal?
No, but that's what I'm
Indian?
saying. When you
Okay.
try to say it in a Spanish, you always come off with
some other random ass
Hey.
accent.
Il burro.
yeah. See,
Ilio.
Yeah, he's got the hand.
Extra
going.
virgin de Olivia. Organic. That organic is just American. I can't
yeah, that's right.
help that one. Estrata Fredo.
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 I feel very convinced.
Yep.
Yeah.
We just lost all of our Italian listeners.
No. Yeah. That's pretty good.
You swirl it like whiskey.
I already.
Yeah,
have to take
I
a
like
dump.
that.
I already have to take a dump.
Okay, so this is twice as much for half the cost, but that's probably twice as good.
That to me has a little bit of pepperiness on it.
Yeah.
Like a little smokiness.
What do you think, bro?
Tastes like olive
Yeah.
oil.
Okay.
Nah.
Okay, so what do we do here?
I don't know. I've never shot balsamic before.
You better get the bread out.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, we should try it with the bread. Okay, give me one of the. You get a bowl, I'll get a bowl.
You get a bowl. You get a bowl. Everybody
There you
gets a
go.
bowl.
Everybody get a bowl.
You get a bowl, I'll get a bowl, friend.
Okay, so what olive oil are we going to use?
Well, we should just try balsamic first.
Okay.
So just straight balsamic.
Yeah. Okay. So here's my balsamic. The
$30 job.
Atito Balmisco de Modena. Fattore intense. It's from Italy.
Doctor
in other
already
words.
cheated. He's already tried his first.
No, I haven't. I didn't get any.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so here.
All right.
But yeah, but this
Well,
is.
I guess we could just dab our finger in it to try it.
I don't know what was this. A couple years ago, that Doc just came to my house and like raped me over the coals.
Yes, I did.
It was
let's just
verbal.
do
Hey,
the-
look at that bread.
Yeah.
Tilt it towards the camera. There you. Oh god dang yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. It's
We're gonna put that in our
legit.
mouth.
Yeah, let's just dip our fingers in the balsamic because the bread's going to give it. Well, the bread's going to give it a different taste, so it's not going to be a legit
Valid
taste
point.
test.
Okay.
Okay, let me get a good finger.
Yeah, get your finger all in it that way, since you're going first.
Okay.
so.
No.
Oh,
I have another test we have to do.
Okay.
Okay, so that's sweet. It's not as spicy as I was thinking it was going to be. Sweet, oily,
How much? Just like on the spoon.
tomatoey.
How much does it coat your finger?
What'd you say to me?
Look at that. Look at that. Does it coat your finger and just leave it?
Yeah,
I
it
don't
should.
know. Stick your finger in it and see.
No. Does it? What kind of?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's got viscosity.
Okay.
You don't want a balsamic that's not got viscosity.
The viscosity.
Okay,
It
give me.
didn't seem like as much.
Dip, pass.
Oh, yours definitely seems thicker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100% thicker.
Okay, interesting.
10W30 here.
I can run my tractor on that. Definitely thicker. Yours is a little spicier.
But that one's a little more potent. Neither one of them comes up and kicks you in the nuts.
No, and that's what I was hoping for.
I like the $30 job better,
This one?
I think.
Okay.
Just off the
There you
straight balsamic test, but I don't know.
That's
To me, I think you
There
have
you
to
go.
mix it, put the pepper in it, all that jazz before it gets real good.
I shall break bread with you, my brother.
there's pepper.
Yes.
So should we pepper it?
Of course you should.
Okay.
And then for listeners, you should back away from the mic while you chew it.
I think. Yeah, but we shouldn't get quiet. Like, we've got to keep talking about it.
Yeah.
We don't want dead air.
Okay, I just took a bite. I'll keep talking while y'all take a bite.
Which one is this?
This is mine. My too.
Your
Okay,
Hey, back away from the mic, dude. No, seriously, back away. No, hey, you. That's you. You
What?
back away.
What?
I can hear you eating.
Yeah, they can't hear it, though.
Shit.
They can probably hear it.
Okay.
Clyde's gonna have his work cut out for him.
Yeah, he is. Have fun with that.
That's pretty delicioso.
Okay, we gotta stop eating.
Okay, so I got a little spice there, like a little kick. Made me cough.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for.
Okay. Do we need to just pause while we finish this portion of the
we
podcast?
just lost all the listeners.
No, they can fast forward through it.
You sure?
Yeah. Because if we pause,
Gosh,
I mean, we can go in and cut it out. But if we pause, we have to line it up twice. Or
Okay.
Clyde does. I don't even know why I'm bitching. All right, here's that one. Now we get to try yours. Okay.
Same olive oil.
So, oh yeah, it is the same olive oil. It's not California Ranch, Olive Ranch.
That's great olive oil, by the way, for the price. It's kind of like Evan Williams.
The California stuff?
Yeah.
That's so loud. Buddy.
Oh my god.
I don't know, Doc. I think I like yours better.
I don't know. They're both great.
They're both delicious.
I don't know. Okay.
What time is this all happening?
Is this shit healthy?
How can it not be?
Okay.
45 minutes.
How can it be? How can something be that good and be healthy? We're taking
Like it can't.
bread and we're dipping it in fat and
Yeah.
balsamic and balsamic vinegar.
But it can be unhealthy, okay? Yeah, it's fat.
Wait,
but
why do you say that?
it's saturated fat.
No, it's not. Monounsaturated
Okay,
fat.
okay.
Yeah.
think the only way it's going to be unhealthy is if you sit down and eat 6 loaves up full of it in one setting.
Yeah, but the bread is sourdough, right? Like cultured sourdough. And then the balsamic is just fermented balls.
Yeah. Yeah. It's got to be fine, right?
Do we know how they make balsamic?
Don't even know what it's made from. Give me the bottle.
Okay.
Read the ingredients.
So, in vinegar, I know there's something about a mother in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, there's... So you put a alcohol. So I think this is an alcohol from grapes, i.e. a wine.
Yes. I think you're right.
And then there's some mother that converts the alcohol into an acid. Beyond that, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
No.
That's not what it is?
No, I don't have a clue or know what you're talking about. I have no idea.
Gosh dang, it's so good, though.
All I know is I'm thoroughly enjoying that. All right.
Okay.
We're the only ones thoroughly enjoying this right now.
I know, right?
I can promise you.
Okay, let's stop. Let's stop. Last bite.
I got it marked, so I'm going to
cut it.
I'm going to cut through it.
It's so good. 151, so it's 51 minutes.
No, we started at like 144 or something. Look at my pants, dude.
Covered in balsamic.
So fucking good.
I know. Okay, we're cutting that out.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just enjoying this too much, so I don't really give a fuck right now.
Okay, bring the notes back up. Maybe we can start.
No. We've got to do your olive oil with both balsamics.
Okay.
There's still bread left.
There's still bowls, too. You want... let's put some pepper in there. Shit. Okay.
Okay.
No, that's... Okay, that's yours. Than mine.
So you use the different balsamics. You just use the same balsamics with different olive oil a while ago, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. So this is same balsamics with another
California olive oil.
Oh, hey, notice that. Yours are bigger blobs.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder if that means anything.
I don't know, actually.
Okay, so this is your balsamic.
Yeah. Red. I'm going for yours. Look at that.
Look at this crust. Okay. This is mine, big blobs.
That's pretty damn good. God damn.
Could be.
Like, it's a brightness of flavor.
Mm-hmm. We've been at this like a full 10 minutes. I don't care though, it's so good.
The first one's definitely better. The only thing that's changed out of this bowl is the olive oil.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so here's the California olive oil with Doc's balsamic.
God damn. So which one is that one?
This one's the Italian. Argento Silver.
I like the brightness flavor on this
Yeah, this one stands out in the olive oil a little better, doesn't it?
Yeah. I know. That's hard.
I think I like this one better than that one.
Okay.
I think I might like the first one best.
Do you have some more of the first one left over?
Oh, yeah.
This is kind of both of them.
Well, they've been blended.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there's more bowls. You can make more.
Fuck it at this point.
Give me some more of that bread. Mm-hmm. That's pretty good, though.
Great job on the bread.
Is this the same shit you usually always get?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little different. I've fucked it up before, but, you know.
Yeah, you had it one time where it was really salty.
Yeah, and then it was hard that other time. Like, it was like...
It didn't rise very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we still ate it.
Oh, yeah, it didn't slow us down. That should be illegal, man. I don't know that I can tell a difference between, like, as far as, like, my tastes aren't refined enough.
More bread?
Yeah.
Yeah, might as well. I got a little bit left.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cut this out, but I'm going to move it and put it at the end of the episode.
I think you totally should.
I just want to watch us eat.
Yeah, my tastes aren't refined enough to be able to, like, distinguish. Like, they're both really fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, thanks.
What? 59.
Yeah, 59. So we went from 44 to 59. Just chow it down on fucking.
Help it. We got started and we couldn't stop.
Oh my God. We felt we'd spare you from all of that. But if you would, for whatever reason, you would like to watch us just sitting here eating bread and olive oil and balsamic like a bunch of fat old dudes. And breathing hard too.
And now I'm ready to go to bed.
Okay.
It's bedtime. You can fast forward to the end of the episode and there'll be 10 minutes of bonus footage.
What's your conclusions?
Our conclusions are they were both equally fantastic.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think I could
in very different ways.
Yeah, in very different ways. I don't think I could pick one over the other. I think yours was a little more potent, a little more spicy.
Yours is definitely bright and sweeter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe yours had a thicker viscosity.
Mm-hmm.
But man, were they both ever good?
I know, and both the olive oils are good too.
But what I think we can chalk this up to is a great success and redemption for me.
What?
Wait, why?
Because I have come to the table with a quality balsamic.
Oh, yeah. No, it was a quality balsamic.
Yeah,
I feel better having had your balsamic in me.
No.
In me.
Okay. No longer will my fridge be marred by the inferior balsamics of store shelves.
Well, maybe. So now do you spend $30 on 6 ounces of it, or do you just say screw it and go get the normal stuff since we can't tell the difference?
This wasn't normal stuff either.
No, that
really.
wasn't.
This is.
It's not. It was it took me years to find that on Amazon.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know.
What's your verdict, Savage?
Tastes like olive oil.
We're more about the balsamic.
Tastes like balsamic.
Okay.
This is good.
Fair verdict.
Yep.
Okay.
Fair verdict. I think he didn't say it sucked.
No, it did not suck.
But okay, so I did come away with the verdict myself, and so that was healthier than Jack in the Crack. That was my verdict.
Maybe not the amount that we just.
How do you say that? How do you feel having consumed a third of a loaf of bread, drenched?
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
I'm tired and ready to go to bed.
Okay.
I mean, we ate a lot of bread.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but if you'd eaten that much in Jack in the Crack tacos.
I think you eat as much as we just did of anything, you're going to feel that way.
Okay. Even if it was like steak.
Yes, we've all felt that way after 72 ounces of steak.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I don't know. I have this perception that I feel worse after eating that much Jack in the Crack.
Oh, yeah, junk. No, I don't.
You got to think, how many tacos would you had to eat to do a loaf of goddamn bread? It'd been like 15 tacos.
I don't know, man. 2.
No, I'm talking about weight alone.
Yeah, how do you...
Okay, yeah, okay, there's mass of the food, but we're focusing on ingredients.
Yeah, but that's why we feel the way we feel right now is because we had so much mass all at once.
I don't feel that bad. Like I
feel
know
pretty good.
I'm full and satiated, but I don't feel that bad.
It's like I'm sitting here thinking, what I'm thinking.
I'm sweating too.
Is if instead, like every time I thought, like, oh, I'm gonna go get some Jack in the Crack, like I've fallen off the barrel, right?
What?
I've fallen off the barrel.
I don't think that's the word.
Is that not the word?
Wagon.
The wagon, yeah.
Falling off the wagon?
Yes.
Bottom of the barrel.
I don't know.
Okay, that
is
works,
a saying, but not for this.
Yeah, I've fallen off the wagon, and I'm like,
you are not on the wagon.
Fuck it. I'm going to go get Jack in the Crack. I don't care what the world thinks. I don't care what my asshole thinks. I'm going to go get Jack. If instead, like 3/4 of the time, I said, I'm just going to eat me about a third of a loaf of bread with a whole shit ton of olive oil, I probably would have been healthier for it.
Yeah.
Probably.
That's what I'm wondering.
Probably. I don't know. Maybe we should test it out and see.
Yeah.
Well, after that meal, I think it's time for a little therapy.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Cool. Dr. Savage.
Oh.
You're up.
And these questions have not, definitely 100% have not been screened.
They have not.
By Dr. Savage.
I can honestly say I have not seen these questions.
I watched Clyde as he was putting the questions in earlier.
Is this the same music we all? Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yeah. So do you want to go with it, or you want to go with one and I'll go with the second one? Or how do you want to do it?
I'll go with the second one. You start us off.
You sure?
Yeah.
No, you go to the first one.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. But Clyde's got to get the mix on music right. There we go. Thank you, Clyde. Thank you. So you notice how I'm being polite. I'm getting into therapy mode. I'm not being.
Yes.
I'm not being.
Good job, bro.
An ass to Clyde.
I feel it.
Yeah.
Deep down.
Dr. Savage.
What?
The shaving armpits.
Gay.
Nope. Dr. Savage, I have not finished my question.
Sorry.
Dr. Savage.
Go ahead.
Dr. Savage, does shaving armpits help with all the sweat?
I have no clue. Would it help?
Dr. Savage.
For less sweat?
You're not giving me what I need, Dr. Savage.
I mean, it's not going to help.
That's what he's asking.
Are you a man?
No, he wants to have less sweat, I think.
Well, I didn't ask him.
Is that what you're asking?
I didn't ask him if he was a gay man. I said, is he a man?
No, we're just reading these on behalf of whoever wrote them.
Right, but how do I know? Is this a woman asking me this question or a man asking me this question?
We're not sure. We have usernames and we can't tell the sex.
Yeah. The shaving armpit.
Okay, well,
I don't know. That's a good question.
God dang it, Clyde, turn this shit down.
That's a good question.
God almighty. Thank you.
I think you were louder than the music.
I had to. I'm sorry, Clyde. I had to interject.
Poor guy.
Yeah, what happened to the I'm getting into my voice
I had to break character.
I don't know. It's
fuckwit.
Good question.
All right.
I don't think it helps, though.
Dr. Savage, I am a male.
I thought he was doing the second one.
No,
Dr. Savage, I'm a male.
Oh, you're a male.
He's adding perspective.
God damn it.
Yeah.
You're not staying in character at all.
Please keep going.
I'm about to quit. I'm just going to... Dr. Savage, I'm going to commit suicide. Okay, Dr. Savage, does shaving my armpits as a male help with all my sweat?
I don't think it will. Plus, you'll be gay.
Okay, then.
So I wouldn't do it.
I'm just going to be sweaty the rest of my life.
Yeah, like a man should be.
Okay.
There you have it.
All right.
But if you're asking me if you should shave your armpits, you're probably not working very much anyway, so you're probably not a very good man. You should think about that, too.
I mean, there you have it.
I will.
It's hard to dispute that truth right there.
I will take that home and think upon it.
Yeah, take it to your mom's basement and think upon it.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Savage.
Pay me my $75 at the door.
Yeah, I'll Venmo.
Cash only. I don't like the man.
Okay.
All right.
I'll leave an IOU.
Who's next, Clyde?
Okay, here we go. Oh, he typoed this. Hold on, I gotta correct his typo. Good job, Clyde. My friend said bacon was bad for you. He's gay. And I'm afraid that if I don't believe him, it's because I hate gay people too. Am I a hater? Am I a hater?
Are you a what?
Am I a hater?
No.
But I don't...
You guys are terrible at this.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was
this podcast is going straight to the trash can. We're not even airing this. Clyde's got the X on the screen.
You don't get to make that call, bro.
Jeez.
It's a democracy. God.
Yes.
Did we get the question answered?
I don't even know what the question was. I didn't know I was bringing two 7-year-old girls to the podcast with me today.
I feel really bad for whoever sent this in. Oh, Lord. Okay.
Oh, I don't think real people send these. I think, like, listeners.
Clyde,
our listeners are real people,
listeners
bro.
are catching on, and they're sending funnier stuff. That's what I think's actually happening.
What if this one's really serious, though? Like,
I don't think it is. I think...
person is having a complex. Okay.
No, I think this person is brilliant. Okay, so essentially, I don't even think I could get through it again.
All right.
Okay, I don't think my friend is right.
Okay.
But does that mean I'm a gay hater?
You're going to have to start over. I don't
read the
remember your
question?
question.
Okay,
All
okay.
over again?
I'll try this one more time. Can you restart the soundtrack, Clyde? Because I feel like it's going to end. No? Okay.
It may.
Okay, no, maybe we're good. Let me
As
try it
this
again.
Podcast should.
Okay, whoever sent this question in, it's freaking brilliant. Okay. My friend.
We were not cut out to be actors. Saturday Night Live will not be hiring us.
Okay, Savage, can you read the question?
No.
You can't?
That's not part of my job.
Okay, let me give it one more go. One more go. I can't do it at that cadence.
I'm not looking at you.
Okay.
I'm just turning around.
I don't know that I can do it.
Do you want me to do it for you?
My friend said bacon was bad for you. He's gay. And I'm afraid that if I don't believe him, it's because I hate gay people. Am I a hater?
You should be a hater. Because he's gay.
Why do you say that?
And he doesn't like bacon.
I love my friend. I mean, I don't love him, but I love the idea of him.
Then it makes you a little gay because you like friends that don't like bacon.
Well, I think Savage has spoken.
Well, that's a valid point. I didn't even think about that. It's not about the gay. It's about the bacon.
It's about the bacon.
Got a little bit of the gayness going on.
Yeah. God, that's
Jesus
hard.
Christ.
That was hard.
All right, Clyde, shut it off.
Good Lord.
Clyde, turn the God dang it. Thank you.
That was our listeners. Okay, good job.
That was the toughest Dr. Savage so far.
That was.
It was tough.
It ain't easy being you, is it?
Golly, I'm sweating balls over here, too.
I'm a
after
savage.
that.
Let's wrap this shit up.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. I mean, there's a couple more that we can talk about.
We got a few.
Yeah.
Grandfather Blues.
No, that one's already discussed. That was me.
What?
And the person.
Shut this down.
All right, folks.
See y'all later.
Ditching the clothes dryer.
Good night.
Fuck you. Good night. Adios.
You've been listening to the Whiskey Bros Around the Table.
We should demolish a loaf of bread, a whole thick loaf of bread.
Yeah, but we do every time.
If you ate just nothing but this, and like
That's the question.
fruit and hard meats, what shape would you be in?
I think it would be healthier than we are.
I'm on the turkey.
Well, that's an easy conclusion.
Oh. Why isn't it?
No, I feel that is an easy conclusion.
I mean, that's not what we're led to believe.
No.
We're led to believe.
There's money to be made.
And the other shit.
Yeah. We're led to believe you got to have like a variety of like healthy shit.
Yeah, but that's a lie.
Oh.
That's globalization.
Honestly, I would take that over fucking Jack in the Box tacos any day.
Oh, same here.
Say that.
I know, right? But now I don't even want Jack in the Box tacos.
Say that until you've ate this for fucking 2 weeks straight.
Well,
Then all of a sudden you
I
hate
think
that
I
shit.
could eat it. I don't know.
We said the same thing about intermittent, or not intermittent fasting, but cooking fucking
Brisket.
6,000 pounds of barbecue.
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah, we eat this shit every day. What do we do? 3 days later, we were like,
Oh, I'm so
hate
tired of
this
this.
fucking shit. Uh-huh. It's easy to sit here
Okay.
and say you can do it.
Yeah, but we
my
eat
God.
breakfast foods.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'm gonna go throw this shit away. We can get back to recording. That's freaking crazy. All right, we're gonna do that.
That's good. It's good.
Okay.